Welcome to the Fit Muscle Method case study testimonial with one of my clients, Cody. And today, what I wanted to do is get together with him on, some available time that he had, and really go through and just talk about his experiences overall on the case study program in the Fit Muscle Method, and just kind of give some feedback, give his honest testimonial, his results, and just overall how he feels and like what his expectations were going in and what they are now. So without further ado, Cody, my man, why don't you go ahead and tell the guys in the group what you thought originally, like what your original expectations were before starting, and what you were able to experience within 4 weeks.
So whenever I first started, I'll be honest, even I was kind of skeptical about it and everything. But okay, now we're in park. My original goals were to within a month be able to just feel better from day to day, as well as have energy throughout the day. I know a lot of salesmen will probably agree with me on this, that there are a lot of days where we'll usually go through an energy drink or two just to make it through the day. And after a month, I've completely stopped drinking energy drinks.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So that's just something kind of like really big I want to highlight on for, this video right now with what Cody just said, is that when he started, he was pretty used to consuming a lot of caffeine. I don't know the intakes per se, but he, went from that to actually being able to rarely consume much caffeine throughout the day. So that's like a huge stepping stone in the right direction for sure. So huge props for you on that, man. So kind of like go ahead and like talk about because I know where you started, and overall what your goals were 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months down the road. And I knew between us what your expectations were based on the assessments and stuff you did. But go ahead and tell the guys what you expected, and then what you were able to achieve within even 2 weeks of the program, and how it kind of opened your eyes by just by doing little small adjustments, how it was able to kind of make a big impact.
So my my original goals at 2 weeks, I think, was to start feeling better, and I think for a month was to have more energy for day to day, and then my 2-month goal was actually to lose 10 to 15 pounds, somewhere in that range. And we actually accomplished the first 2 goals in the first 2 weeks. And I think by the end of week 3, I'd already lost about 6 pounds.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And I think that was one of our milestones with you, is that, and the whole fact that we were just making small adjustments, guys. So we weren't making anything crazy. He wasn't over here starving himself. He wasn't, eating rabbit food every day, eating salads all day long. He was actually still eating the food. We haven't made any adjustments to nutrition yet. All we were doing was simply, getting more activity in on a daily basis, moving more, tracking his habits, looking at what he's currently doing, being aware of that with how he feels, and simply improving his gut health. That's all the main things we did, guys. And he was able to notice these big differences within 4 weeks. So if there was in one sentence, if there was one, some things that you can kind of highlight and tell a sales pro, whether it's someone you knew that you worked with, or someone that may be watching this, what would you tell them as a sales professional about this program and why it kind of can benefit other sales professionals?
I would say that it really would benefit other sales professionals because I don't think it matters what sales you're in. We all have extremely busy lives. And really, I didn't take an extra, I haven't had to wake up any earlier. I haven't had to stay up any later. I just had to take an extra 15 to 20 minutes a day really to, to go ahead and kind of move forward with
Mhm.
this. And sometimes it wasn't even that long. And so, it fits into your time schedule
Mhm.
that you already have made.
Right, right, absolutely, man, and that's always was always wonderful to hear that, like throughout the the weeks when I kept seeing, we kept checking in different things like that, and seeing like just the small consistent wins and how it's been able to pay off for you overall, and that's big, guys. I mean, that's something huge, and especially the one thing that kind of like hit me really hard was our last call last week, and that you really kind of like spoke about this, and I wanted to share this with the guys, is that your wife has started to notice a little bit, and that's like something like very big, because like not just your wife, but like when people start noticing just by the little things that you're doing, that's a big win. So guys, like he was 4 weeks in, his wife was already noticing improvements and seeing and literally seeing how he's kind of like changing over time. So that was like a big milestone that I noticed, and I was like, holy shit, like 4 weeks in, and he's already making these kind of changes, and we're not even scratching the surface yet. We haven't implemented anything huge yet, very far into the program. So do you have like overall, man, do you have any like suggestions, any feedback that you would give for, as far as like the what your experiences was so far, and what you would like kind of like let anybody know that if they were like hesitant to start, like what would be something you would tell them?
Um, I'd say to go ahead really, and I mean, you can take it from me, if
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to take it from him. That I mean, even just a small period of time as a month, you can make big differences. And I mean, if I understand being skeptical about it, I was, but at the same time, I'm living proof
Yeah,
right here that it
yeah.
works. I mean, I'm going to continue on after
Mm-hmm.
this with the 1 year program, because I mean it's
Mm-hmm.
well worth it.
Yeah, and that's fantastic to hear, my man. And I was like always proud each week to like keep seeing things stacking up on each other, and you just kicking ass. And like I want to kind of highlight on this, guys, and say that he joined the program. He was skeptical at first, but he still put the work in. He didn't just show up. He actually still put the work in, and still applied everything I was implementing with him. So I want you guys to understand that. Does this work? Absolutely, it does work. I know it's work. I know it's living proof. It's the same stuff I implemented when I overcame low testosterone and poor health to optimal health. So I know it works with all my clients. The problem is you have to make sure you implement it as well. And so that's just something I want to highlight that he was able to do. Like this guy was like laser focused on what he wanted to achieve, and like he kept at it. And so that's why I give him huge props for that. So with that said, guys, I mean, like I said, like Cody said, if they have any questions, because I give them the opportunity to do this, and you're able to turn it down if you don't. But if they have any questions, my man, would they be willing to like kind of shoot you a DM or message and be like, hey, I'm so and so, I'm kind of like more interested. If that's an opportunity, would you kind of let them do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay, awesome, man. So you heard it from Cody, guys. If you have like any questions, any concerns, if you're still hesitant, perfectly fine. Go ahead and shoot Cody a message. Go ahead and shoot Jeremy a message. Any of my other clients a message, and they'll be more than happy to really like give you a thorough explanation. They can give you even more detail than what you're hearing right now, because these guys have went through it. They're going through it still. He's just said he's going to recommit for another year, and just stay tuned for what it's going to look like. His progress updates are going to be insane, because we just scratched the surface. We just started and we made results. So when we start implementing the big driving forces for things that actually are going to make an impact and on his health, these are going to be very, very beneficial, and he's going to notice in a year's time what it's going to do to his mental, his physical, everything. So with that said, guys, do you have any like closing remarks, my man? Do you have anything like that you would like to say before we end this live case study review to the audience?
I mean, really, thought I was gonna have to move. As far as just the entire month, I just, like he said, you got to go in and be willing to put in 15 to 20 minutes of the day for what he has for you. And I mean, really, if you're willing to put in 15 to 20 minutes, then absolutely, it's amazing. But I can tell you that if I had left out just one thing, I don't think it would have worked the exact way that it was supposed to and that it did.
Yeah, awesome. That's perfect for everybody listening. Make sure you watch that back and listen exactly what Cody just said, because that's very, very valuable. What he just came out of his mouth, that if you don't put in the work, if you don't put in that, everything that we were talking about, they're easy things. They're easy steps to follow, but if you don't implement, it's not going to pay off. You're not going to get the true results that you want. And so with that said, guys, I hope you really take this to heart. I hope you find something from this. And like I said, I'm going to continue to bring on everybody that works with me on here and go live and really just give them their feedback and overall. And I want you to stay tuned and follow his journey for the next year, 12 months, and really see him explode in his physical, his mental, and really just evolve in the Fit Muscle method. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this live case study testimonial with myself and Cody. And I hope you all have a great day. And I hope you have a great day as well, my man. I look forward to talking to you and working with you over the next 12 months, man. It's going to be freaking epic. Awesome.
I'm excited for it.
Man. So I hope you have a great day, dude, and keep killing it. You're welcome.